Yesterday, I posted a video highlighting the fact that the Doctor Who appreciation is dwindling, with the new series being so close. It's now only going to become the new gift that keeps on giving. Well, the old gift, the new gift that's going to keep giving, I guess, is in the form of Radha Sethu. Hello and welcome back to Chat About It. Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters, not by myself. Before we crack on with this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 2K by the end of July. Switch on the notification bells so that you know I'm releasing another video on this channel. That is a really big help, actually. Thank you to everyone who's joined me already. I cannot run this channel without you. The series has dwindled in popularity according to the YouGov poll, which I covered yesterday. If you've not seen that video, please do go and check it out if you would like to. And whilst I don't make a lot of Doctor Who content at the moment, I really couldn't pass on this one. I thought at first it might have been an April Fool's joke, but it's now being confirmed as a real thing. It's new shining star Farada Safu, who has been brought in as the new companion, has been pretty tight-lipped. That was until recently. She was interviewed by the Radio Times, and this really did not impress me. Are you surprised? No. I'm often left questioning with these types of articles what exactly the journalists ask these actors in order to pigeonhole them in like this, and what makes these actors think it's a good idea to respond and wade into things like this that is very likely to get a negative reception. What's worse is that they know that they probably are going to get a negative response. With any luck, in this article, Farada has done this off her own back and has not been told in any way, shape or form by the BBC or by RTD to go with this line. Anyway, this article is from the Radio Times. Let's read it. Farada Sathu on Doctor Who reaction. If we get Doctor Woke comments, we're doing it right. The core of Doctor Who is kindness, love, and doing the right thing. Okay. In recent years, while Doctor Who has attracted some flack for its perceived wokeness, one star believes that these accusations prove that the show is on the right track. Since Peter Capaldi vacated the role of the Doctor in 2017, we've seen the first female and black actors to take up the mantle in the form of Jodie Whittaker and Ncuti Gatwa, respectively. Forget about Jo Martin, everyone seems to. This, in tandem with certain storylines, has seen fury from certain groups who believe the series to have been ruined by woke, even going so far as to incorrectly claim that the show is set to be shelved. Well, firstly, there's no evidence to currently suggest that this is an incorrect claim. People are actually hypothesizing in most cases that it is going to be cancelled, but we won't truly know until the end of the second series, because we have been told that's when we will know. Secondly, I think the term flack is putting it a little bit lightly. I think it has attracted a lot more than flack. It's attracted a lot of anger and a lot of disappointment, as fans of both classic and New Who have not bought into the move that has been made since the Jodie Whittaker era. Facts. Now, I was always surprised that they went with a female doctor first as opposed to a black doctor. I didn't need a female doctor to represent me in the TARDIS. It always came through the companion. For me personally, I wasn't surprised by the casting of a black actor in the role of the Doctor. For me, the biggest issue, though, is the storylines. They have been played by recognizing social injustices, but on purpose, rather than integrating it into the story naturally, which is really what they should be doing. For Varada Safu, the actress behind the Doctor's new companion, Belinda Chandra, Whether the show is woke or not isn't really of any consequence, but she finds that comments about it indicate that the show is doing what it should be, something she discussed in the latest issue of Radio Times magazine. There's been a couple of Dr. Woke references or whatever, she began, but I just think we're doing the right thing if we're getting comments like that. I don't know how much attention she's been paying, but there's been a lot more than a couple of references to Dr. Woke. Now, I don't personally call it Dr. Woke, but I understand why people do that. However, because people are calling it Dr. Woke, it doesn't mean to say that you are getting it right. It is being used in a negative context. It means that whatever you're doing in the show, you are doing it wrong for the people who used to love it. And that is a problem for them and for you because it affects you. She went on to say, as far as she's concerned, the show being woke is a very good thing and something that is inherently very representative of Doctor Who as a series. Woke just means inclusive, progressive, and that you care about people. And as far as I know, the core of Doctor Who is kindness, love, and doing the right thing. Yes, okay, only part of that Doctor Who lore is kindness, love, and doing the right thing. I will give her that. But it is supposed to do it in a way that they are not doing it, and that's a problem. I also think that she needs to learn the new definition of woke. Woke doesn't mean that you are inclusive nowadays or progressive, and it doesn't really show that you care about people. It's actually, in many respects, a regressive thing whilst you're trying to take a stance. It does cause a lot of fighting nowadays, I've noticed, and that's not how it's supposed to be. It also forces teaching lessons onto a set of people who just really don't want that in their entertainment. They just want to be entertained. That's not too much for ask for. You have things like documentaries where you can put that sort of thing if you want to do it. This series is getting onto its soapbox quite a lot, way too much actually, and it's beginning to lose a lot of its entertainment value that it used to have. I get a lot of people telling me if you don't like it then don't watch it. The thing is, I actually really want the show to do really well despite what I've just said. That's what I want it to do, but it's just not hitting the marks. When you're a fan, you keep watching and watching and hoping that it will get better, and you just go on like that for years, and then eventually when it doesn't change, that is when you switch off. Anyway, back to the article. So let's have a look at the next part. Her partnership with Gatwa's Doctor marks the first TARDIS duo comprised entirely of people of colour, something which has sparked a wave of toxicity online, but both Sethu and Gatwa appear to be remaining positive about the experience. Now, this is what is really irritating people online here. Ncuti was like, look at us. We get to be in the TARDIS. We're going to pee off so many people. She laughed before explaining how much positive fan responses to her joining the show have encouraged her. Okay. Why on earth did Verada feel the need to tell the Radio Times that? It's a bit cocky, actually. More than a bit cocky. Ncuti says, look at us, we get to be in the TARDIS. We're going to pee off so many people. Why is that appropriate to tell a shill publication like the Radio Times? In fact, actually, why is it appropriate to tell any publication that? They're going to print it. No one's vetted that to check to see if that was appropriate to put into the article, and now everyone is going to see it, and people have issues with that. Yes, okay. People were upset that there were no white people in the TARDIS anymore. I understand that. That in itself is a social injustice to them, and they're recognising it. You see, that line, what has it done? That has now caused hate. This could drive people away even more. That line that Ncuti has allegedly said. Also, if you're going to say something like that, you know that you're going to be peeing people off, then you're not doing the show, if you did say it, for the right reasons. You're doing it for the completely wrong reasons. But I suppose if he did say that, that doesn't really matter to him because he's potentially left the show and therefore he has gone and got his foot in the door of Hollywood. Well, that's what he hopes anyway. I don't think this is appropriate. I don't think that she should have told the Radio Times that, and I don't think the Radio Times should have published this. This is only going to hurt the IP even more. And if this show gets cancelled, then I think the BBC and RTD will have themselves to blame. They are obviously the head honchos and obviously Bad Wolf as well. And obviously the actors, with what they have said, may have some proportion of the blame as well. This is why I have so many mega issues with actors being free to say what they want about ideologies and tying it to a production that they are working on. It's one of the small reasons why I started my YouTube channel. And while I don't cover entertainment all the time, it really is something that I just don't want to see demise, because I've spent years training in this industry to have it undone by people who just feel that they can say whatever they like. What's more, it's happening on an IP that I really love, and that's really sad. And by the way, just so you know, they are entitled to their opinions and they can say whatever they like. My issue is really when they tie it to the IP that they're promoting, and that's when I feel it causes the biggest problems. I can't really control what they say other than that. And to be honest with you, I don't want to, but tying it to the IP, that's where really the problems truly, fully begin for me. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it, like and subscribe. Switch on the notification bell so that you know I'm releasing another video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.